All right, let's peel back the layers on something intriguing today. We're diving deep into a very specific kind of tool. The DEWALT 20V MAX XR Compact Reciprocating Saw. That's the DCS 367B model. We've looked at pretty much everything: expert analyses, product specs, user feedback, even a bit of DEWALT's corporate history. Our mission: to really arm you with the essential nuggets of knowledge. This thing's built for a specific job.
Yeah, what's really fascinating here is this isn't your average go-to saw, not at all. Think of it more like a specialized, almost surgical tool. It's designed for powerful cuts, but in incredibly tight spots, places where a bigger saw just, well, it can't fit. Its genius really lies in two things. First, it's incredibly compact, right? Two-handed form factor, it's 14.5 inches long. And second, that exceptionally versatile four-position blade clamp.
Okay, surgical tool and game changer for tight spaces. That sounds like a pretty strong claim. Can you give us a real-world example? Like, where does that four-position clamp really make the difference?
Oh, absolutely. So imagine you're a plumber, right? Trying to cut old pipes way back inside a cabinet under a sink. Or maybe an electrician running conduit between studs. You just can't get a full-size saw in there. This tool's four-position clamp lets you pop the blade in horizontally or vertically. You can attack cuts from almost any angle, overhead, weird corners. It's for those moments you'd normally grab a hand hacksaw and just groan, you know? And for its size, it's genuinely a class leader in cutting speed. It delivers that DEWALT XR power. XR, that's their extreme runtime line. Thanks to the brushless motor, it hits up to 2,900 strokes per minute, and a substantial 118-inch stroke length, too. That pro-grade feel, by the way, you can trace that back to DEWALT's big strategy shift in the early 90s. They called it the Acura concept, focusing on premium tools for pros.
That compactness definitely sounds like a lifesaver in those situations, but what's the hidden cost? Is there a trade-off?
There absolutely is, and it's probably the number one thing you hear in user feedback. Vibration. High vibration. It's not really a defect, it's just inherent to the design. That motor over handle setup that makes it so compact, that's the cause. So it can lead to user fatigue, especially on longer jobs. And maybe even affect precision a bit for really fine cuts. Think about it, right? A lot of power crammed into a small box. That energy's got to go somewhere.
Okay, so it's shaking your hands, literally. What else? Does that power mean it's thirsty? Battery-wise?
It does, yeah. It's a high-draw tool. You'll definitely want to pair it with higher capacity batteries. Ideally, you're looking at 4.0 amp hour, even bigger for decent runtime. So if you're not already bought into the DEWALT 20V Max system, that adds to your startup costs because you'll need those beefier batteries.
Okay, so what does this all boil down to for you, our listener? This tool seems to carve out a really specific niche, doesn't it? It's got more punch than those lighter one-handed hacksaw-style saws. That's kind of the generic term people use. But it's way more compact than a full-size recip saw.
Exactly. And while that unique four-position blade clamp is still a huge selling point, a key differentiator, DEWALT's own newer models, like the DCS 382, for instance, they've actually tackled that vibration issue pretty well. But, and this is important, they often ditch that crucial four-position blade clamp. So it raises a really key question for you. What are you prioritizing? Is it that ultimate versatility in tight spots? Or is it superior comfort and less shake? It's a classic tool dilemma, really.
Right. And when you stack it up against the competition, like, say, the Milwaukee M18 fuel hacksaw, the DEWALT's got that four-position clamp advantage and maybe more stability with two hands. Milwaukee, though, often gets praise for lower vibration, and it's maybe better suited for true one-handed work sometimes.
That's a fair comparison. Milwaukee often does well on vibration and one-handed ergonomics, and if you're watching the budget, something like the Ryobi 1 plus HP Compact offers decent value, but it probably won't match DEWALT's raw power or that really robust pro-level build quality.
So, wrapping up the numbers from our deep dive, the DEWALT DCS 367B gets an overall score of 82 out of 100. And its bang for buck rating is a solid 7 out of 10. That tells us it's a powerful, very capable tool for what it's designed for, but yeah, with that definite ergonomic trade-off.
Right. So for you, the potential buyer, here are maybe the top 4 things to really consider. First, is that four-position blade clamp an absolute must-have for the work you do? That's the main reason to pick this specific saw. Second, how much vibration can you tolerate? Seriously. If you hate tool vibration or use it for long stretches, maybe look elsewhere. Third, are you already running DEWALT 20V Max batteries? That makes the cost way more palatable. And finally, fourth, what's your main use case? It shines for those intermittent, tough cuts and tight spots, not really for all-day, heavy demo work.
And DEWALT backs us with a 3-year limited warranty, which is pretty standard for their pro stuff. It's built to last. Okay, so our final provocative thought for you to chew on. In your own line of work, like specialized tools do you rely on that? Kind of like this DEWALT saw. Give you a unique edge, but maybe surprisingly demand a significant trade-off in return.